In this video, I'm going to show you how to make homemade eggnog using real ingredients that are nourishing to your body. My name's Brittney, and this is my channel, Marvel and Make. You can find my nutrient-dense recipes at marvelandmake.com. So the recipe I'm showing you today, I will put a link to it below. I have two versions on my website. One is an uncooked and one is a cooked. And while the ingredients are the same, the technique is quite different. So I'm going to show you the uncooked version today. If you want the video of the cooked version, please leave me a comment and let me know. So I'm going to start with a stock pan and I'm going to turn it to medium heat. I am going to add in a cup of milk. This is raw milk that I get from a local farm. And all of these ingredient measurements will be listed below, and they're also in the linked recipe. I am then going to add in half of a cup of Sucanat. This sugar is basically a raw sugar, raw cane sugar that has been, basically you take the cane juice, you dehydrate it, and then you've got your sugar with all of the minerals intact. So while it is sweet, it's also also got all of the nutrients in it. So it's a really good sugar. It's the one that I use a lot. Next, I'm going to separate my eggs. The way that I do it is I have two containers. You need 4 egg yolks for this recipe. And I use a Tupperware to put the egg whites in, and then a little bowl to put the egg yolks in. And I just crack them and let the white fall into the Tupperware, and then I pour it out like that in my fingers so that I'm getting just the yolk for this recipe. You want to make sure that when you're working with raw eggs, especially for something where you're going to basically, be eating the raw egg, that the eggs come from a trusted source. So I have the whites in a Tupperware, and I'm just going to put a lid on that, stick it in the fridge, and then I can use it for something else. And check on my milk and sugar. And it's basically, you just want this to get warm enough so that the sugar dissolves. That's the point of heating it up. And we're basically already there. So I can just visually see that my sugar is dissolved. Once again, you don't want the milk to get too hot. So I've stirred it with a whisk and it's off the heat. And now I'm going to beat my egg yolks until they are light and they kind of get a little bit thick. So that took maybe a minute or so to beat them until they kind of change color. Now I'm going to slowly add in some heavy cream. So this is a cup of cream. I'm going to switch to this whisk and then add in a cup of milk. Half of a teaspoon of nutmeg, which feels like a lot. If you've ever used nutmeg, it's always like just a pinch. But for eggnog, nutmeg is key. So half of a teaspoon of nutmeg, half of a teaspoon of vanilla, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. You could always add in a little bit more salt if you kind of like that salted caramel flavor. Okay, all of that is stirred in. Now we're going to add in our sweetener that has been essentially melted into this milk. So I'm just going to keep it stirring. Just gonna give it a quick stir and you're done. That's how easy it is. This is your homemade eggnog. I'm gonna make a mess when I try to pour it. No, I didn't. So there it is, so delicious. It tastes like you're drinking ice cream. Seriously, it is so good. I didn't talk about why you would want to make your own eggnog, but let me just tell you, number one, you're controlling the ingredients. These are all real whole foods. There's no preservatives. This won't last that long in the fridge, but it's not going to last long in your house if you love it as much as we do. Couple of days, really, and you want to drink it. But you're controlling the ingredients. That's number one. Number two, it tastes better. So much better than anything that you could buy in the store. I'm so serious. So try this eggnog. Let me know what you think. And if you want to see the video of me doing the cooked eggnog, let me know.